Welcome to the GameMaker FastTrack. So here's the situation. You know how to make bullets, you know how to make enemies, and you can make variants of them at will. You've got the bones of a twin-stick shooter here. All you need to do is make things more detailed and complex, but there's a sense of foreboding in the air. You feel untethered. You need structure. You need structs. Structs, in the simplest of terms, are objects without the object. They can have variables and functions, but they can't exist on their own, and they have no events that happen on their own. Sounds a bit cumbersome, right? Well, see, it doing nothing on its own means something very special. It means you have absolute, total control over what it does and when, and that can be very useful indeed. For example, remember how we can make bullets? There's a problem with them. If they're not the type to destroy themselves when hitting something, they have a nasty habit of sticking around forever, taking up memory and causing problems. An easy way to solve this is giving each bullet a timer before it self-destructs. You could do this using default GameMaker alarms or time sources, but as always, that sacrifices some control. Instead, let's use an invaluable alarm struct I used from the talented Sam Spade gamedev that I personally call auto-alarm. There are simpler ways to make a struct, but for our purposes we need a constructor. We'll go ahead and make it in a script so it can be used anywhere. The formatting is similar on first blush to making a function, but with some notable differences. Let's go ahead and declare some variables and functions. Each function will have the name of what it does to the alarm. Don't forget delta time. Now then, let's use it. Go to your bullet's create event and assign a new auto alarm. The new tells GameMaker you're making a struct, and assign it to a variable, let's say lifetime. As arguments, input the amount of frames it should stick around, then create a nameless function that destroys the bullet. Next, use lifetime.set to ready the alarm. The dot tells GameMaker you're accessing the script's functions. It always works for variables, and it works on object instances too. And in the step event, use lifetime.run to make the alarm count down. Set it to something low, check in-game, and you'll see this works like a charm. And the best part is you can use this literally anywhere. You can delay enemy spawns, you can give special shots a cooldown, you can have invincibility frames, and this is only scratching the surface of what makes structs so powerful. You can use them to store data like stats or inventories or make status ailments, and like objects, they can even inherit each other. The usefulness of all this likely won't make a ton of sense to you yet, but keep structs in mind. They're an incredibly powerful tool and serve as the foundation for advanced techniques later in this series. Next time, you'll be learning how to juice up your game with visual flair. See you then!